Hello and welcome to Alliance War Season 49, Episode 2. So we had a solid-ish start to the season. We had 5 death win over Slaw, get up 12 deaths. We do want to aim for a max 10 per war though, but we had a good win though to start. Today we only got 4 fights again, and we do have 1 mini-boss, but the rest will be path fights. We're actually going full path 9 this war. And our opponent is LVT, so this is probably the toughest alliance we're going to face this season. They finished Masters Rank 4 last season, so they're going to be a very tough opponent, but there's a tiny chance we win though. Our team is a 6-star rank 5 Kingpin, a 6-star rank 5 Hood, and our 6-star rank 3 Purgatory. So we've got a very nice synergy between Kingpin and Hood that lets Kingpin have extra ability accuracy of his Purifier, and also as a bonus we get invisibility duration with Hood, extra 25%. And there's also a synergy between Purgatory and Hood. Not many people know about this, but it gives all dimensional beings bleed immunity, so we'll be using that for Hood. He will be taking 1 Hazard Shift fight himself. And Hood is also an ex-Magicka champion because we will be fighting 1 Magic Thief champion here, and we definitely need those paralysis to avoid those nasty indestructibles. We are running our Alliance War defense setup. This is with Mystic Dispersion 5. I probably discovered that Mystic Dispersion 5 was a tiny bit overkill, so I might have to adjust that in future wars. Our first fight here is a Terrax, so we're actually splitting Path 9 into the first section. The first fight was a Craven, and we didn't really have the spot to take Craven. We could have used a Mutant, but yeah, we couldn't really fit one in. Now it was a 7-star Terrax, so you'd assume it would be low Sig, but this Terrax was actually Sig 120. So he did start the fight with at least half of his power. So we decided to wait out the entire rock field, which did get us back into the corner. But this node does have power focus 1, so I decided to just anti-bait specials here by basically just holding block and not letting him throw specials, because I thought we could just get him down but before he got to a special 3. But I made a big mistake here, and that was throwing special 1s instead of special 2s, because the special 1s, they do melt him down with the degens, but the other thing they do is they actually turn off ability accuracy by 65% each one, and that actually removes the chance for us to get hazard shift debuffs, which normally most champions don't want hazard shift debuffs, but Kingpin you do want them because we're going to be purifying them for a rage. But when we don't have the chance to get them, this is what happens, and he gets to a special 3, down to 3%, we combo into block and finish off with a heavy. He didn't throw a special 3, we got very lucky there. I don't think the special 3 would have killed us, but I didn't want to find out. So we got very lucky there. And this next fight is a Destroyer. We're in path 2, section 2 now. Now this is actually kind of a bad matchup for Kingpin, and the reason is because of Destroyer's Sig ability. And what Destroyer's Sig ability states, one part of it is when he has protection charges, which he does now, when we hit into him, you'll see we're taking instant rupture damage, and we actually do quite a lot of instant rupture damage. And the reason he has protections right now is because we have buffs on us. So you do not want to be using buffs against this guy when he's awakened, because you will take a lot of instant rupture damage. You can see we're taking up to 40% reflection, and that is quite a lot when we're hitting with 2 overpowers like we are now. So we go to a special 2. We do have some skill power boosts on, but yeah, we really just did not consider this part of Destroyer's Sig ability having the effect that it did. You know, luckily we are hitting super hard, and we were able to get him down quickly. But I think if this was a rank 3 awakened Destroyer, we probably would have died to that fight. But the next fight we have here is the Sersi. This is also another Ascended champion, and this is on the One Eye Open node. So we're using Hood here. This is a really good option, but I discovered that just Mystic Dispersion 5 was kind of really too powerful for this. Now, I wait out the first shock phase here because we don't really have any resistance to shock. We just have that bleed immunity. So I tried to use the shock phase to get some paralysis, but we only managed to get 2. Now, she does have the glancing at the moment, so we're really not able to get any hexes up at the moment. The glancing is down now. I probably should have thrown special 2 there right before the special 3, but the Mystic Dispersion did kick in there. So we are at a special 3 now. I don't want to throw special 3s. They do a decent amount of damage, to be honest. But yeah, we definitely want to stick mainly to special 2s, and then also try and use our invisibility by dashing back and holding block to really get most of our openings. We can't reliably, parry stun her and then hit her. We can parry stun her, fine, we just can't hit her afterwards because we'll just take all that damage back through One Eye Open. So we're ending the shock phase now. She will trigger her glancing with the heavy. I probably could have tried to insert there or something, I don't know, but she triggered her glancing, unfortunately. And with the regens expiring here, because it is an Awakened Sersi, of course, we are triggering the Mystic Dispersion quite a bit. We get the Fate Seal on there, and we get a few misses into us. Unfortunately, she did throw a special 2. I wanted to try and get some power steals with our mediums, and we did get one there, I believe. But here, the shock phase, we're just waiting for that to end. And here, I think she activates her glancing. Oh, no, she doesn't, because it was on... Or she didn't, actually. I'm not sure why she didn't activate her glancing there. But yeah, again, with Mystic Dispersion, I went up to a special 3. And we threw that again. Definitely didn't want to do that, but we're still doing all right. It is a long fight because it's Sersi. She's a little tank. But Hood can do this very effectively without triggering glancing. I'm still getting better at Hood. I'm not there yet. Not quite there yet. There's definitely so many better Hood players than me. But we're into the shock phase now. We're just waiting that out. We do actually throw a striker. Unfortunately, the striker's hits do count as our hits, so we do get some shocks from the striker. We have 3 shocks on us now. We're just parrying here a few times just to get some paralysis on us. We get a nice intercept there into a special 2, but unfortunately, because we comboed into the special 2, it fully glanced, and so we didn't get the Fate Seal on us, unfortunately. And there, that last hit was unblockable. So I'm not sure why we. Well, we did take some of the burst damage, not the hit damage, because that was through the invulnerability boost that we have on now, but there was a burst bit of damage that took almost half our health, actually. So we're just parrying here a few times to get some paralysis up, because she did actually get a few indestructible charges. Once the parry goes off, we can throw a special 3. Again, I'm not really wanting to throw these special 3s, but it does sort of work. It's just very sketch. As you can see, we're trapped into the corner a lot, and we have to deal with glancing a lot. It's just tricky because you can only hit her half the time, and when she's parrying me like that, it doesn't make it easy either. Luckily, we're stun immune when we're invisible. And we're in the shock phase here. We're just waiting that out. Don't have any hexes on at the moment. She triggers her glancing with a random heavy. I'm not sure why she threw that heavy. I'm not sure what the best way is to avoid her throwing this heavy here when it's one eye open. Someone wants to let me know how I should approach this fight in the future. Please let me know. But yeah, this last fight we have today is this Werewolf by Knights. This is the only rank 3 we're fighting this war. This is on the mini boss island C, so this is the Hazard Shift Island. This is definitely the easiest Hazard Shift fight because there's no stun immunity or conflictor. It's just a regular Hazard Shift fight with there is actually insult to injury, so we can't reliably parry because each of our debuffs reduces our ability accuracy by 30%. So at the moment we have a 150% ability accuracy reduction defensively, so we can't parry at all whatsoever. But we can easily purify these debuffs, get heaps of overpowers up. Once we are overpowered like we are now, we can safely parry, and I think we might do that here. Yeah, we do there because we can safely parry when there's no debuffs on us. We throw a special 2. I play this a bit risky because I did wait for him to howl a couple times for openings like there. Now this is very dangerous because that gives him more of his charges, and so once he gets to 10, he will enter his Curse of Lycanthropy, and that is very dangerous because he can go unstoppable for quite a long time once he does that. But the goal was to just nuke him down before he did that, and I think he does enter it here. You can see he's at 10, but he wasn't at 2 bars of power. I don't think that... Oh, actually, he wasn't awakened, but there he goes unstoppable there. I didn't expect that, so we luckily didn't get clipped there because we didn't have an invulnerability boost on it. It ran out by the end of the Sersi fight. But we did get him down pretty cleanly. He didn't lose too much health. And that was our last fight of the war. So it was definitely mixed. There was some chances I could have definitely messed up quite a bit more than I did. But we got lucky a few times and definitely learned some lessons along the way, especially with that Destroyer. Won't make that mistake in the future, I don't think. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this war, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.